All right, Leroy, this is an exciting time in our town. The Miami Heat are in the
Yes.
Eastern Conference Finals. The Marlins are in a pennant race. The Dolphins are starting their season. Let's talk a little baseball. We got Lewis Brinson here. He is in the midst, the heart of this playoff race, Lewis. This is very exciting. You guys are rolling right now. You're playing some good baseball. You're in a good spot right now. This has to be really cool. Just a different vibe this year. Obviously, this has been a different baseball season, but just the vibe around the club you guys are playing down the stretch and with the playoffs, right there in your grasp.
Yeah, man. No, it's been an exciting season with an exciting team. We just back everybody, man. Everybody has each other's back. We talk about that constantly, trying not to do too much and making sure that, we got each other's back. If somebody doesn't get the job done, that's part of the game. We trust the guy behind us that he's going to get it done. And if he doesn't get it done, the next guy, it's kind of been next man up mentality. You see all the debuts that have been made this year. And we preach the same thing that everybody comes up here, man. Don't try to do too much. We know we're in a playoff race and in a pennant race right now, but just do what got you here. Do your job, and everything will fall into place. So that's kind of been the mentality this year of this weird year, but it's been a very fun, very energetic year with all the guys that we have now.
Now, with the break, you guys have been playing a boatload of baseball. Have you ever played this much baseball in this short a span? That it wasn't spring ball?
Yeah, probably the last time was maybe those high school days or those travel ball days when
The tournaments?
when you play about 3-4 games in one day, starting at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's probably been the last time that we played. Any of us played that many games, in such little time. But it's part of it, man. We knew coming in playing this season it was going to be some craziness going on. Some things we're going to have to adjust to. We play a game of adjustments, so it's just been an adjustment period, man. But we as you can see, we're fighting through it, and we're not letting it affect us.
What is that like from your standpoint? Because you're still a young guy, but you probably have to. I'm sure a lot of guys are leaning on you because you got almost. It feels like a new debut coming almost every day, but even every week, you've had some of the top prospects come up. They want to make a big impact. You've been in that spot before where you want to make this great debut. So are guys leaning on you to say like, all right, man, you feel like this is my chance, and they're looking to you to provide production immediately, but you're also in this crazy season, this pennant race, all that type of stuff. It can be very daunting, it seems like.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you said, man, we almost have a debut almost, every day, every series almost of somebody making their debut. But we tell, like I said, man, we tell each of them the same thing. Just do your job. I have fallen into the trap of trying to do too much and try to make an impact and try to do so much at one time. Going up in one at bat and trying to win the game in the first inning. You know what I'm saying? And then the third inning, trying to win the game in the third inning. We got a whole game left. Whereas now I'm realizing that I just need to do my job and everything will fall into place. If I help the team win, if I do something to help the team win, my numbers at the end of the season will be there. And as a young guy, you want to establish yourself. You want to get your numbers in, but at the same time, on a winning team, these guys are very fortunate to come up on a winning team and on a team that's fighting for a playoff, fighting in a playoff race and a pennant race, to where it's exciting. It's an exciting atmosphere, and it's exciting to get your major league debut on a good team. So, but it also takes a little maturity, a little bit of discipline to come up here and tell yourself to kind of take a deep breath and do what you know how to do, not try to do too much, and just help the team win. And whether that's bunting, whether that's butting the guy over, moving the guy over, sacrificing yourself for the team. Your numbers, like I said, your numbers will be there at the end of the year if you do that.
Now, when did it turn around for you? Because a lot of players come up, get called up, and they have a lot of hype behind them. And like you said, you went in there and you're like, oh, I'm here. I got to make a splash. When did you say, all right, calm down, Lou. I got to just do what I do? When did that kind of hit you? Was it somebody on the team? Was it coaching staff? Or you just got worn down trying to do too much and you say, hey, this isn't me?
A little bit of all that, to be honest. Going into this year, I knew, obviously the past 2 years hasn't been the years that I've wanted, and I've gotten caught in the trap of trying to do too much. As soon as you get called up with the hype and hometown kid and the big trade and all this stuff, and I got to be honest with myself, like I tried to do too much when I came up here. I tried to be the star of the team, and I hadn't even played a month in the big leagues yet.
Right.
I got caught in that trap. I'm not afraid to admit that now. But it just takes guys a little longer. I've had meetings with Donnie in past, and he gives me confidence, all the time, saying you're going to be a great player, going to be a great player. It just doesn't happen right away. It doesn't happen like Cody Bellinger coming up, and killing it right away. Certain guy, Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, they come up and they just kill it right away. It doesn't happen like that for everybody. And, you got to be patient and kind of trust the process. Going into this offseason, I told myself I'm going to have to do something I've never done before to get where I've never been before. So I went in the offseason. I kind of got off social media a little bit. I started meditating. I started working on really my mental strength, not so much my physical, because, you do that in the regular offseason anyway, but so much my mental, get my mental strength all together, and making sure mentally that I knew what I wanted to do every day and what I wanted to accomplish. And that just transferred onto the field. Now I have, the utmost confidence in myself to where, if I go 0 for 4, I could turn the page very quick now. Whereas if I go 4 for 4, I could turn the page just as quick to remember that, okay, that happened. Now tomorrow's a new day. Now I got to focus on who we're facing tomorrow and what the task at hand for the next day. So just my mental strength has gotten, 10 times better. And that helps a lot with, especially with this season, man. The grind of, being, you're not really knowing what's going on with this weird year going on. But it definitely helps that your mental state is where it needs to be, so you can perform on the field. So that's kind of been the turning point for me in the past year.
I would imagine that, and one of the things I always say about, like, I played football, and a baseball player is football, they want you to be as close to 100% as possible. Right. Baseball, if you do 30%, you are awesome.
Yeah.
And mentally, that has to be tough to deal with when you're failing a majority of the time. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, the mental part of it has to be so much tough, so much stronger. Your mental has to be so much stronger to even deal with failing so much.
Right. Absolutely. What is it? 3 out of 10 times you're a Hall of Famer.
Right. Exactly.
You're a Hall of Famer. So, the other 7 times you suck. You fail.
Right.
So, to constantly getting punched in the mouth, I think that was the mentality too. I just got tired of being punched in the face and not doing nothing about it. And tired of getting kicked, getting knocked down, kept getting knocked down. I kept getting back up, but I wasn't doing nothing about it when I got back up. So now I finally did something about it and put forth the effort and the hard work that it takes to, play at the top of the game every day. And when your number's called, go out there and have the confidence to go out there and get the job done. And if you don't get it done, have the confidence to know that you're going to get it done the next time. So it takes a lot. It definitely takes longer. For me, it took longer than other players, but everybody's different. I'm unique. Everybody's a lot different in their career. So just fortunate the wave I've been riding and helping this team win, and hopefully we can I can keep it going and we can get the job done.
Now you guys added Starling Marte recently, who's added some really nice thump to your lineup. Now this celebration that you guys have, this is crazy. You guys do like this alley-oop, and you're doing like this dual jump. I don't know if you've seen the picture, Leroy. They're getting like sky high on these post-game victory jumps.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, how did you come up with this thing? It's a really awesome look after you guys get these victories.
Right. It's kind of been blown up a little bit. So Monte Harrison, if you guys don't know, he played basketball in high school. He was supposed to play D1 basketball and football and baseball. So he's like the uber athlete on this team. I'm athletic, but he is like on another level of athleticism. So he kind of came up with it. If you see his highlight tapes on YouTube, he'll show you doing dunks, crazy dunks in high school. So he's the one that came up with it. He's like, hey man, let's do a between the leg. If we win, we come out with this W as a celebration because we can't touch each other. We can't like high five.
Right.
You're not supposed to high five. We're not supposed to hug or anything.
Just
So
doing the ride the wave thing. You can't.
we're doing the ride the wave thing. But he came up with it, and I was down. And Marte was like, listen, I'll just throw you guys an alley-oop. I can throw my glove like I'm throwing a basketball up, and you guys just do whatever you guys do. And it stuck that first time. We got up there, and it stuck. And now we're trying to come up with different air dunks, so we don't run out of material.
Of course, you got to impress the judges.
Yes.
Well, there's probably only a couple of guys that can actually do it. So most of the guys gonna be the alley-oop guy, right?
Yeah. I would say we thought on the recent one, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it with you guys." We're like, "Oh, okay, you sure?" All right. So we come up, and he's like, you saw that look in his eye, like, no, I'll just stick to the alley-oop.
Who's the sneaky athletic guy on your team? Like the guy you didn't think would be athletic, and guy got some. He's an athlete.
The sneaky athletic guy. Matt Joyce, definitely.
Yeah.
I call him Unc. He's Uncle Matt, but he acts like he's hurt all the time, and he don't feel good. But when he gets on that field, man, he's a little quicker and a little bit more diverse than everybody thinks. So I think he's a sneaky athletic guy.
We talked to Corey Dickerson, I think about a month ago. Are you aware? Maybe you know. I don't know. Are you aware that Corey Dickerson has never had a hot dog or a hamburger because he hates the texture of bread?
I am not aware of that. I'm not surprised, but I'm not aware of that.
It's very weird.
I was not aware of that at all. I'm gonna have to go talk to him after this.
Is he a health nut? Like he's very healthy.
Yeah, very healthy. Very awareness of the awareness of his body is like on a different level. Like he knows what's good for it, what's bad for it, what's okay for it. So yeah, he's a big health nut.
He couldn't hang out with me. I used to eat a hamburger and a hot dog at halftime.
I have one every now and then. If it's out there, I'll dabble.
Yeah, like you can come on. You're a part of baseball. Can you say no to a good hot dog?
No, absolutely not. I can. He can, but I can't.
It's a very strange way to go through life. Whatever works for him, man. That's
exactly whatever works for you, man.
I know a lot of fans are really excited about Sixto Sanchez. He's been an absolute monster for you guys. What are your impressions just watching what he's done, just bursting onto the scene with you guys?
I mean, you saw what Pedro Martinez said.
It was crazy.
That's pretty accurate, to be honest with you. Anytime Cisco has that Sixto, sorry, I say Sixto all the time. Sixto has that aura and that demeanor about him where nothing affects him. I don't know if you guys watch him pitch, but next time he pitches, watch his just demeanor. If he gets a guy on base, if he walks a guy, if he gets up a hit, it's like it didn't happen. Like when he gets in trouble, it's like I just struck out the side. Like he's so quick to turn the page and so quick to just forget about the bad and just know that he's the man on the mound. You see him do a little shimmy, like whatever. Like he's just so in tune with himself and knows that he's good and he's better than whoever steps in that box. He's like, I'm better than you and I'm about to show you. So he just has it, man. Like whenever he gets on the mound, you should hear us in the locker room. Like it's Sixto day. It's Sixto day. Like, watch out. I feel bad for whoever's in that batter's box because it's going to be a tough day for you.
Have you ever faced anybody that threw that hard?
Oh, it seems everybody throws it hard nowadays. Everybody throws it hard nowadays. Everybody, especially in NL East, man, everybody throws hard. But
especially after they had the Tommy John surgery.
Right, exactly. You just get stronger. But from what I've heard, and I faced him in the alternate site when I was on the IL, I faced him, and it just explodes. It's just a different type of fastball. It's heavy, and it sinks. It's not straight. So he does have one that goes straight, but, I mean, that one's 101. But he does have, the sinker and the changeup and the curveball and the slider. It's just everything's elite. So it's tough to get comfortable against a guy like that.
I got one pet peeve I got to say, though, with the team this year. And Leroy knows what I'm talking about. Sixto, he wants number 45. That's Pedro's number. He's got it tatted on his neck. and all the young guys. Why do all the young guys come up and you guys are sticking them with the spring training numbers? Like they're all in the 70s and 80s.
Right,
Like,
right.
can we make them feel a little bit more welcome and give them something that's an actual number?
This dude has been killing me with this all year. Every time we watch a Marlins game, he's like, "Why do I have to have that number? That's ridiculous."
No, I think it just sticks with them, and guys are getting called up so fast. I don't think the guys behind the scenes have the chance to change their numbers quick. So I think it's just for this year. Maybe next year he'll get 45. Who knows? But there's so many guys getting called up at a rapid rate. It's just like, listen, man, you just got to stick with that number, and they're doing good with that number. So I wouldn't change it.
Before we get you out of here, Lewis, this is you're a big Heat fan. I saw you rocking the UD jersey before Game 1. Reaction. I know you guys were in the midst of the game. I had you guys split screen going, taking on the Red Sox. But the Bam block, what was Lewis Brinson's reaction when he first saw the Bam block at the end of Game 1?
That was the toughest block of the year. If that don't win block of the year, I don't know what we're doing. To be honest with you, I don't know what we're doing, because
the only other one is the one finger Kawhi block.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, but still, that in the you know how much that game meant, and
the moment,
the moment of the game to get that block. That's a huge play, and you know that's what Jimmy said. He's the heart and soul of the team, man. He's you know, I've been a Heat fan, you know, since I could watch basketball. So you know what they're doing right now, obviously with you know, the LeBron and the D Wade and the Chris Bosh time, you know, we went through that, and that was awesome. But this team is just young, hungry, and like I said, man, they're just tough, man. They don't care who's on the other side of the court. Like, they're coming at you with everything they got, and I love it. I love watching them. And obviously, UD's an OG, so you know, try to you know, show him some love, man. He's been there since day one. So you know, I love watching. I can't wait to attend the game again, man.
Yeah, you and me both, man. Both for you guys and for them, because it's a fun time stuff. And by the way, you helped us with this campaign. We got D-Wade Boulevard. You were part of the video with Miggy Rowe. Finally went through this year. We finally worked. So your hard work paid off, Lewis. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Love that. Love that.
Look, man, good luck the rest of the way. We're rooting for you guys. Nothing but health and success to you guys, and we'll be watching.
All right. Thanks for having me on, guys.